Well, I'm in the rake today. I'm sure if you guys follow along, you're probably confused about where we're at all the time haying and what we're doing. But being that I'm spread all out, do quite a bit of custom haying. We just move around to where the hay's ready and where we have to go. So we did some in Avon, and then we went and did my brother's place, what we call Finn, got it done, and then shut the swathers down for a day to make sure the balers can catch up. And then now we're in Deer Lodge, so I cut this pivot of mine, and then Cooper and I cut about, I don't know, 160 acres maybe of another neighbor that we custom hay for. So now we're raking and baling this pivot of mine, and we'll move into that custom job tonight or tomorrow. So the hay's pretty good on this pivot. We got a little dusting of rain yesterday morning, so the hay wasn't quite ready, so we just waited till this morning and got after it. Cooper's baling. Mom will be here to bale the next half an hour, and then I'll rake. So I have another one of these wheel rakes that was an extra that I used when I did a lot of custom haying, so it just stays in Deer Lodge, and I use it here when I'm over here and just bring a tractor over, so it works out, because these rakes are the hardest thing to move around. They don't fit on the trailer very well, and they don't pull down the road, so it works just to have it here. And I've always got a spare if one breaks. So here in Deer Lodge, the pivot right down there is a new seeding one that we cut earlier. I've been pouring the water to it. That alfalfa and grass seems to be coming in. And all these replacement heifers that are down here kind of in the barnyard, we're out on that dry land back 160 there. Just moved those in yesterday. They were about out of feed. So they're happy down there in that irrigated ground. Then this pond here is what my pivots pump out of, where we get our water out of a little creek called Jake Creek. And then you come up here on this bench, and this is the upper pivot that we're doing right now. So Cooper's baling there. I think Mom just got here to get in her baler. And I'm raking. A little bit of the lay of the land here. Finished raking, and they're just about done baling this pivot. So Cooper will go over the hill and grab some little corners that I cut down by the barnyard that I wanted to get out of there, that the cows will just trample down and kind of waste, and Mom will follow me to what is Olson's. So it's right down towards town there, just behind that big square bale stack. So we'll start into that, and if we keep going, we might get done with it. I was waiting. I unhooked the rake right here and put some bales where I want them stacked. I'm gonna have a local guy, actually Troy, who seeded that new seeding. He's gonna come with his stinger and just pick these for me, so I don't have to bring my bale picker over, and we can keep rolling. And if you have two bales to start the rows with, it makes a difference. The stinger won't tip over, and they'll lay a lot flatter. Not the stinger tip over, it'd be the first bale that comes off the stinger. It'll usually land on end, so if you have something for them to push against, the bale won't tip over. Moved from our pivot down to Olson's that we custom hay, so been at it for a couple hours. We're about done actually. We made good time. The hay wasn't as thick as normal, so the bales aren't quite adding up, but we'll get it done either way. goes. We're almost all wrapped up here. Rakes folded up so I can head out.
Heading right by our house now. Kids just want to hang out with him all the time. They already rode in the semi this morning and moved some balers. Trying to get you guys some good footage. Okay. So they already hayed up over there, but these lower, wetter spots they come back to after they've cut other places. Everything's nice and dry and crispy at this point, so they're getting what they can. full crew this time.
Crew in the swather today. Cousin Leo's here from Minnesota riding around. Addie's about asleep. She was asleep. And Baylor's over here in the other corner. He's hanging out in the swather with me today.
Crew's done. Picking them up.
So today we're cutting behind Jessica's aunties. So what? And then we're gonna run. And we have Addie with us. And then Diddy, how can I not see Grandpa Jen? I can see him from. I can't see him through the camera. Oh, it looks like he's up in the mountain. And hi. Okay. And Daddy again. So Daddy. And Daddy today.
Hello. What's tomorrow, Addie?
And it's my birthday. Tomorrow it's Addie's birthday, and she's turning 4. And she's having, what kind of birthday are you having, Addie? A unicorn. And she's having a unicorn birthday. Can I video? No. I want it. Daddy, can we put it behind the swather?
No, I already did that.
Can we do it again, Dad?
No, turn it off if you're not going to video. Cutting hay in Avon now, just behind the town. There's some hay ground that my dad has. It's probably one of my favorite places to cut. It's just usually really good hay, big smooth meadows. You can just cover a lot of ground. And we used to hay this when I was a kid also, so I have a lot of memories here. As a kid, or before I could hay, we'd get babysat by Grandma Elner, who lived just right in town, so we'd go there and hang out, pedal the bikes out into the meadow and pick up the bales or rake hay, whatever needed to be done as a kid. So kind of a neat place to hay, right on the highway, so and watch everyone go by and see what's going on. Just about done with the bigger piece here. I'm cutting on that, and Dad is down. I can't hardly see him down there, just barely. Down there at the lower end, cutting out some of the swamp ground and other pieces. So as soon as I'm done with this big piece, I'll go down there and start cutting on that. Should be done by early evening. It's kind of amazing. When we were young, we'd be here, I don't know, a week, sometimes 2 weeks getting this cut. And now we can pull in with these 2 rotaries and knock it down in a day. Just different type of equipment now. Dad used to cut with a 12-foot New Holland sickle machine that did not like heavy hay and would plug a lot, or we had for a while an International, I think, a 4,000. So yeah, if you got 30 to 40 acres cut a day, that was a big day. Now we pull in with 2 rotaries that, you know, is nothing to do 100 acres per machine. So yeah, this 140 acres, yeah, is not much of a day for the 2 of these.